And I am live. I am live on, let me check, Instagram, yep, and LinkedIn, of course, Facebook, and YouTube. So, welcome to 100 Days Live Podcast with me, Sonia from Live Podcast Media. And it is a great day for me to start again after the cloudy condition here. If you know the condition in my country, and I feel very sorry for it, but yeah, we keep move on, we keep moving on and stay strong, of course. And today we are going to talk about the future of creator-led brands. Why do we need to create our brands? As a creator, we are going to discuss it in details after this, but I would like to thank everyone who have been supporting me, and also Live Podcast Media in creating this platform for everyone to learn about media branding, and then also live streaming, even to create brand with live streaming. And yes, it's been great opportunity for me, great chances for me to be able to do this, of course with the help of our sponsors, Ecam Network, and then also Blueberry, Expert in You, Piece of Cake Voiceovers and Focus, and Bioscience Bridge. And yes, yesterday I had a little meeting with Todd Cochran, the CEO of Blueberry, that we are going to relaunch Live Podcast Insider in January, and it will be broader, not only about live streaming and podcasting, but also about media branding, anything you need to support your business and the success of your brand, of course. It seems that my screen is not clear enough. And yes, it is great to see you again today. And it is not only Live Podcast Insider that will be launched in January. We are going to have Live Podcast Awards. Also, it's not only about live streaming and podcasting, but also content creation, especially in digital media, right? And then of course the Bali Summit, we will try to hold it next year. So this is why I need a lot of your support, your help to make all of these programs happen. And yes, Blueberry is one of our sponsors. So if you would like to contribute on Live Podcast Insider, please DM me, and then also on Bali Summit, whatever the program you would like to participate, and then we will try to accommodate it. And then I will be very thank you that you take the roles on this upcoming program, right? And then yeah, okay, let's talk about the future of creator-led brands. Me myself, I'm doing it, and I would like to do it much more better, because we have already talked about the live stream purpose, mission, and vision for our brand, right? So we create our brand story, our brand message, and then yes, I'm going to use live streaming also, and podcasting especially, to build my own brand and my own products. You see, it's like why we are the content creators need this, because this is what we need now. Impossible to go live streaming every day or create the podcast every day, every week, every month, every year without any clear purpose or vision and mission. Then your contents will be just a content, right? Without any purpose, or I don't know, maybe goal. But then we have already noticed a lot that the creators out there, influencers, brand ambassadors, they create contents, not only just creating videos or podcasts or live stream or blog or something like that, but they also launched their entire business. Okay, on the beginning maybe they only promote the affiliate or also becoming the brand ambassador or the influencer for certain products or programs, but then more of them now I see they launch their own business, right? So that's why I think that influencer is not just influencer anymore. They become the leader, or even let's call it CEO of their own brands. So why this happen, or why we need this? It is, in my opinion, it's because um, okay, let's start with the definition of creator-led brand first before jumping into why most creators do this now, create their own brands and launch them. So, creator-led brands, in my opinion, is the business that built around our voice and our values and vision and mission, of course, as a content creator, right? So instead of being the face, of course we still need to do this, I believe, before we have our clarity to create our own brand. Or maybe if you have brand already, then you can decide whether you are the brand, your own brand ambassador, or you would like to hire influencer or a brand ambassador for your own product, right? So, in my opinion, instead of being a face for someone else's product, you can make your own decision. You can build your own product and run the show on live streaming. Many people do this, right? And then, okay, so why these creators move, right? Not only creating content, it's because yeah, everyone always talk about algorithm which keeps changing, something like that. And if we depend on one or two platform only, then what about if the platform doesn't exist anymore? Then we have to ask ourselves that question after being able to monetize it, right? And then we can build trust for our brand as an influencer, as a content creator, or brand ambassador at first. But then this is how we go to the next step, right? Why we need to build a brand with our live streaming and podcasting and our other contents. That's why, because for me, as the brand led, is like, how do you call it? We have the authenticity, we have the authority, we have the ownership, and from those what we have, we can build a community for my brand, for your brand, for our brand, right? So there are many steps that we can take, but first, for me, I would like to have my brand identity, the clarity of my brand identity. Let us put this way. Let me put this way. It's like, if you ask me what my brand stands for, of course, I would like to stand for creators, business owners, professionals, and then also it doesn't matter what your background is or what your starting point is, right? If you are live streamer, podcaster, and content creators, I would like to help you to use this media branding and to attract clients, of course, to grow your authority and build sustainable business. Finger crossed that I can do that. And then also, of course, in the beginning when we talk about brand message, we have already asked ourselves what kind of problems you want to help for, right? Not only to help other people with. So And then the second question, for the clarity for my brand identity, who do you want, who I want to help? Of course, I have already mentioned creators, business owners, influencers, brand ambassadors, professionals, live streamers. Maybe they haven't live stream yet. Maybe that's why not call it or call them live streamers yet. Okay, content creators who haven't done live streaming especially, or if they hold on to hold back to live stream because of uh, being not confident in front of the camera like me for a long time because I am scared to the camera. So yeah, I would like to help them. So those are the people who I would like to help to create media branding for their brand. And then of course, I mean, you already have your brand, or you are starting to create your brand. Then you need the clarity, and then also what your brand represent, right? Maybe your brand represent the innovation. You are the first, the pioneer of your products, or your, I don't know, your program, and then you have the authenticity already, because you are you, you are the brand, and you represent your brand. So this is a great chance for you to be the creator led brands. That's why, of course, there are challenges also to uh, build this kind of opportunity, right? Or to create this kind of opportunity. But I think it is worth it. Uh, I already mentioned that content alone is not enough anymore, right? Because maybe we are depending on algorithm, sponsorship, and ad revenue, but we don't have our brand or our own products, services, and we cannot build our community that way. And yes, we can build our community by the other way, but if you have your own products, services, maybe it will be easier for you, just like the people will buy something if they know the person beyond the brand, right? Instead of buying from someone they don't know. Or let me put it, I will give the example of myself. I have already mentioned, like, I bought Ray Bans not because of I know about the glasses, but because of Carlos Sainz is the model of the Ray-Ban at the time. And then also, yeah, Carlos Sainz, the smooth operator. So then I like him, as well as Fernando Alonso also. But then, yeah, this is the time for Carlos Sainz for me. So yeah, I bought Ray-Bans because of it, right? So as I mentioned before, that this live streaming, this podcasting, this blog, this video, whatever you create, the blogs also, it can turn your uh, brands if you don't have, if you don't have it yet. I mean, you can have the trust from your content creation into business. This is why where I started also for live podcast media, and I started to create live podcast insider and other events, of course. And then the sponsor started to help me, to support me to create this event, for example. And then actually when the sponsors support me, it doesn't help me and live podcast media only, but it gives the chances, it gives the space for the other content creators, the amazing people, the amazing gurus, the amazing experts in their industry to have more platform for the exposure. So of course they have big communities already. Of course they have their products already. Of course they have their programs already. But from this 100 Days Live podcast, they come as our guest expert speakers, and we can learn from them. This is why maybe I don't think it is maybe, but it is why those sponsors help me or support me on my programs. It is because also not support live podcast media, but also other content creators, you see. And then maybe content can disappear fast, right? And but if you have your products, then people will stick on your product, so do not worry about that. This is why what I see that if you have a product, your legacy or your influence will stay there. People will remember you not only from your content but also the programs and the products. Remember at that time Mr. Beast, right? Now Mr. Beast has the many products already. So yes, as the creators, you have not only the attention of from your contents, but also you build your authority, right? You can manage when you would like to go live streaming and what programs or product you would like to present or something like that. And the thing for me is maybe about the freedom that I have, right? So when you have your own products, maybe yes, people sells on TikTok, people sells on Instagram a lot here, but then from the ad, right? But when you have your own products and programs and you are the creator led brands, then it will be easier for you to get clients or what is it? Not only clients but also buyers. And yeah, started with the niches you would like to approach, right? So a long time ago, maybe we only think as creators we just need followers, right? But uh, I mentioned about the freedom before, right? The followers do not equal the freedom, in my opinion, because everyone can make mistakes, and if you are the public figure, it will be not good, right? If you create a mistake, maybe you cannot fix it on social media, and then yeah, then your freedom was taken from you. For example, you really depend on that platform, and when that platform disappear, it will be difficult for us to recover, right? Unless if you have your own brand, so wherever you go you have your own website, you have your uh, podcast, the RSS feed, and then you can put it everywhere, so do not worry if one platform is gone, because no matter how the platforms are also about business and we don't know how long it will be there, right? Remember at that time Flickr, and then many other media to connect with other people. So mm we have already talked about the content versus brand, and then trust, stability and ownership, including the authority, and then of course the challenges we have already mentioned, mostly about the burnout, right? But then you need to what is it, to learn to delegate, and also this is also because then you are not busy to take care of your business only, but also you can become the head, I mean the brain of your business, and you can create your content. So mm, what about AI? There are so many things that we can do with AI. Of course, if we would like to have the faceless videos, it is possible. But then with the voiceovers also, but still people would like to know you as the owner of the brand, right? So it depends on you. But you can use the hybrid media models from shorts or live streaming and podcasting. You can be everywhere that way, and use the right platform who can that can be able for this, right? So the steps I already mentioned. I started with the brand identity, and then of course I start with what I know about live streaming, and then of course I mean I would like to build more programs after this. But then, yeah, what about you? You need to tell us your steps in creating your brand from your content, or did you start with the brand first, or did you start with the content first? And then please share with us what is the benefits or the weaknesses if you start with the content first, or if you start with the brand first. So please share with us. I will be very happy to hear that from you. And yep, thank you so much, Rob, for the like. And then yeah, I have already discussed with Rob also, so it's not only with before having meeting with Todd. We have already discussed about the future of life podcast insider and other what is it, other programs that we have already rescheduled, and I'm very happy with the progress so far. So what are your brands, what are your products? Share with us, and how do you build your brands with live streaming and podcasting? You can also share with us. Maybe you have the challenges and you have the tips and tricks to overcome those challenges. And will be great if I have you to share everything that you experience with your brands and live streaming and podcasting, of course, or other content. And then next week we are going to have our special guest also, Tim Gillette. Tim Gillette has sponsored me a couple of times. And then also we are going to have Todd Cochran, of course, the CEO of Blueberry, next week. And I'm still looking forward for the other schedule. If you would like to be on live podcast with me, so please inform me, okay? Then you can register also on my website, livepodcastmedia.com, and it will be great to be with you on the camera. So yeah, again, tomorrow I have to start very early again. It's been long days at work, but I'm very happy that I'm still here to be with you. hmm Of course, I would like to thank all of my sponsors again. I'm using Ecamm and I love it. So thank you so much for Katie Fox for this amazing platform to live stream, and then of course Todd Cochran with the podcast platform Blueberry, Ann Carden, Expert in You, and Jody Krangle who create the beautiful voiceover for my live podcast. And then also Jody is from Piece of Cake Voiceovers and Forecast, and she is the Taylor Swift of voiceovers and vocals in my opinion. You see, I like giving people names, but the fun name. I mean, I like those names. And then also Mark Stinson from Bioscience Bridge. And yes, looking forward to see you again tomorrow. And what would you like me to discuss on 100 days? Please let me know. It will be great that we can discuss something here, the things that you need, the things that you prioritize also for the growth of your brand. And yes, thank you for staying with us. Thank you for all of your support. So, my voice started to disappear. Now I started to lose my voice. And don't forget to spread love everywhere. And I'm looking forward to see you again tomorrow. And I love you. Bye bye.